Just sent it.
All right. There we go.
Oh, wait a minute. Until you tweet. Someone said you're late. Fuck.
Oh, fuck off.
God damn.
This dude like has a stopwatch for us. He's like sitting there.
God.
It's sent. Tweet sent.
Give me a little bit of slack, brothers. It's the first one.
Dude, I fucking love the title Rush Hour Sports Betting.
Oh, thank you.
All right.
All right. We are live. Hell yeah. I get DGF alerts sent to my phone. And so it's cool to see that because we're live.
Let's do it.
All right. It's already coming in, so get started.
I roll the intro, Vic.
So what's up, guys? We're still going to be doing WNBA, by the way.
Yeah, fucking deal with it. Just because the taco didn't cash yesterday doesn't mean that we're not going to play them, and doesn't mean we're going to fade WNBA plays. Value is value. So
this is that. Yeah, that's Angsty Drew. That's his intro. But anyways, guys, this is I am VixPixSports at VixPixSports on Twitter, and I'm here with at MetroPassMike on Twitter, and at DM Props on Twitter, and we are live here, trying to get some fucking bets in and trying to make some money. It's rush. We got things to put in and money to make, and we're gonna show you guys like kind of our process, what we do, how we utilize the DGF optimizer, and then we're also gonna just shoot the shit, read the comments, kick back, relax, and have a time while we're fucking doing it.
Then we'll dive into the trenches a little bit and see where we can find some additional value. That's the fun part.
Yeah,
it's all the fun part. That might be even a little more fun.
Has nothing to do with the taco I'm talking about today. Yeah, I mean, but they Drew just throws out a dartboard to decide.
Well, dude, these guys are saying we're not like there was only one WNBA game today, so we can't even pick any plays. So this guy's getting his wish. Dread F, he's liking it. But anyways, what do you want to start with, Vic? You want to start with Prize Picks, Underdog? What do we want to roll with to start off the stream?
What do you guys want to start with? Do you have a preference?
I saw some Prize Picks values on some esports. I know we have some esports people in here.
Yeah, so there was a shit ton of value today on Prize Picks on esports. It's still up there, it looks like. There's a shit ton of discrepancies there. I know I locked some plays in. Drew's showing you his board there. You can pretty much go down the board if you'd like. Or are you going to build these? You should probably build these slips online too.
Yeah, no, I'm building them for sure.
I'm building.
It's just that I'm not going to be sharing my screen when I'm building them, but we're just pulling them off the optimizer. But we can roll right into it. I mean, if we're just going to play these esports plays, the best plays that I'm going to do is I'm literally just going to go off the top. So this some guy under 5, Faker. I know that Embiid plays League of Legends. We'll go with him.
Joel Embiid plays League of Legends?
Yeah, dude. He's a faker. And then we got Ben. I don't even know who these fucking guys are. See, this is the thing about betting on sports, guys, is that Vic, myself, and Mike, we don't know any of these nerds. We have no idea who they are. But guess what? We see the green on the board. We see -182. We see line discrepancies. We take the value and we roll with it.
You don't know any of these nerds.
Yo, dude, like over under one of these guys getting laid like within the next month. I'll take the under on all of these nerds.
I don't fucking. Does esports qualify as a sport? I don't even know that it counts.
Dude, it's like cheerleading, man. Like it's like it don't count, man. It's like people who play video games and try to be athletes and it didn't work, so they want to say that video games are a sport.
These guys make millions of dollars though, so you know.
Yeah, dude. I mean, you can make millions of dollars, but still ain't a sport. Like band's not a sport. I'm sorry. Like you're playing the tuba, you're playing the fucking saxophone. It's still not a sport.
I mean, maybe we'll get banned on PrizePicks soon, so chill out.
Yeah, but
so what are we building here?
Yeah, so I have a sum or assume whatever under 5 map 1-2 kills.
I'm with you, Rebecca. Let them get paid.
Yeah, Faker over 4.5 map 1-2 kills. Bin under 5 map 1-2 kills. Gala
Bin's over, by the way.
The Met Gala.
Yeah. Oh, you're right. My bad, Mike. Yeah, see, this is the importance. So this is why you want to double check your slips. When you submit them and stuff like that, you should always verify with the optimizer to make sure that you're actually submitting it. And a cool feature about PrizePicks is that you have 5 minutes. So let's say, for example, I fat finger a play. It happens a lot, myself and a lot of other people that I talk to, we fat finger plays, but you want to review those plays to ensure that you didn't press the wrong thing. So good catch on that, Michael.
I don't think NASCAR is a sport either.
That's like a gray area. I don't even know what I would say for that one.
Oh, damn, Drew, you're canceled.
And then
I'm saying you're canceled.
Yeah, whatever. And then what's the other one? We have Gala, and then we can just go with Ruler. I want to see. So here's one thing I do want to verify though is that a lot of times people will just want to take the top plays off the optimizer, which is a good idea. But when you're doing this type of thing, you want to ensure that you're not getting positive or negative correlation. Would one of you guys want to explain to the stream what positive and negative correlation is?
Sure. I guess I'm the data guy here. So in esports, we don't really have positive negative correlation because we can't take more than one player per game, or one player per team, I think here. But in general, when you're building a slip, for example, if you have an MLB slip where you have a pitcher to pitch over 4.5 strikeouts, and then you're taking an opposing hitter to get under 2 hits, runs, and RBIs, that would be over 2 hits, runs, and RBIs, that'd be negative correlation because if a pitcher's getting strikeouts, they're probably allowing less hits. So price the payout, or no fantasy app really will adjust payouts on those things. So you really just want to make sure you're not accidentally screwing yourself over.
Yep.
I mean, taking the top optimizer is not a bad strategy, but yeah, I mean, there are ways to gain an edge as well, and that's what we're about.
Yeah, and another thing that I would say too.
Am I the only one who's wearing a non-sports shirt?
Yep.
That's dude, the Phoenix shirt is like Mike's streaming shirt. It's like
I need more sports shirts. It's overused.
How teach your ways. Yeah,
wearing the Joe Burrow LSU jersey.
Yeah, we're gonna show you how to take advantage of correlation and stuff like that, so you can try to get paid. Once we get off these fucking esports dudes, all respect, real sport.
Yeah, Michael,
flip and stuff like that. You're also the only one who's not sober. I'm sober.
I'll be very
anyway,
this dude just straight up called you out. You saw the high noon in the background.
and it's Michael's high noon. He's the one who's not sober. Call him out. Do you guys actually look at stats and stuff, or do you only look at different books and stuff? Much love. I mean, if you're fucking dudes wearing sunglasses inside. Okay, I'm going back to the stats and stuff.
Yeah, fucking deal with it, dude. Deal with it.
So yeah, deal with it. If you're looking at this fucking guy has hit 5 of his last 6 games and blah blah blah. If that's what you mean by looking at stats, yeah, no, we don't fucking look at that shit. That's dumb as fuck. There's a reason why PrizePicks even has those stats available for you on their own fucking website. It's because they want you to do that. They want you to look at that stuff and make your decisions based off that. And that's not how you make money on these apps. What we do is we look at lines, we look at odds, we look at what Pinnacle's offering, and we look at how we can get some correlation. We, if there's batter or pitcher and opposing batters, like shit like that, that's positively correlated. Like I built an underdog slip earlier today that was Ohtani under fantasy score and Trout under fantasy score. That's positively correlated. If Trout is not on base because his fantasy score is going under, how is Ohtani going to get him home? And so, that's the type of shit that we do in order to give ourselves an edge. We're not looking at like, oh, this pitcher's hot, or oh, this, like, we're looking at esports right now like this, or wait, are we? No, you're on fucking underdog right now. Anyway, we're not looking at like, oh, this person's hit their over 5 of the last 6 games. That's what fucking idiots do. That's not like that's not how we do betting. What we do is this. Okay, we get it. All right, well then, I'm not talking about streaks. I'm talking about like batting average, hits versus certain pitchers, stuff like that. No, yeah, like not important.
General, I'll steal your thunder here. The general consensus there is, if we think we know something, the books definitely know something, because if we think that, oh, this guy smashes righties, he's 480 against righties, you think the books don't know that? Like, you're kidding me. Maybe Flip doesn't know that. So but that's where we look for line discrepancies. That's where we look for just trying to maximize our value there. If there's a book, they definitely know the data. If they didn't know the data, they'd be losing so much money. And you can look up any sports book or any company in this world, and I will guarantee you they're making money. If you find me a sports book that's losing money, not based on promotions, just based off of straight handle, please send it to me, because I would love to see that.
Yeah, Flip sucks. And that's why we make money off them.
Yeah. So we want to roll into the next play. I got something cooking up on underdog.
Let's do it. All
right. So literally, like straight off the top.
Are you locking these plays in on?
Yeah, I'm locking them in.
No. But like, can you show it? Can you lock it in on the computer and like show that so that people can see the slips we're building and tail?
Well, so right now I'm locked out of my underdog on my PC, but dude, I tried resetting my password, and then it's saying we cannot verify your location or whatever. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Like,
I have to type in my fucking underdog.
Dude, I will literally like show that I already had the play locked in. I already cooked it up, and I'll literally like put up in front of the camera, to show like we're doing this stuff. We're not just telling you guys. We're gonna make sure.
No, I know, but no, it's just so people.
Yeah. So it looks like way more aesthetic, so we can see it on stream.
So people can see it and tail, so that
Well, okay. So you want to pull it up on your screen, since underdog's not working for me. I have PrizePicks and parlay play pulled up.
Michael, can you pull it up? Because it doesn't work, dude. Underdog's been fucking up so bad for me on my phone and computer.
Here, let's roll. Let's skip over underdog and let's go to another book, and then I'll try logging in a second.
Yeah,
let's go to parlay play. Let's see if there's anything on here.
And that brings up another point.
Dick, I'm sharing if you need me to.
What?
I'm also sharing if you need me to.
Okay, yeah, no, keep it on there and lock the plays in that we're going over. Cool. And then what we'll do is, as soon as Drew locks in a play, or as soon as we find a play that we like and it's locked in, I'll switch to yours as you're building it. Does that sound like a plan, fellas?
Yeah, sounds good.
Underdog fucking sucks on my phone. It sucks on my computer too. But this actually brings up a good point that we can talk about. Guys, some of these apps, they're not good in terms of like UI and stuff like that. For example, like I constantly have problems with Underdog. And I mean, I honestly think that like their UI is pretty clean for the most part. But for whatever reason, like I constantly have problems logging in on my computer, and then like on my phone, I can only type one letter before the keyboard disappears, which is really fucking annoying. But anyway, that's beside the point. Like that, we're trying to take advantage of these books, and there's so many opportunities. If you just limit yourself because you don't like the UI of a certain book, like that's holding you back. There are plus EV opportunities on all these books that you want to take advantage of. And so just deal with the fact that some of them aren't that great in terms of like being user friendly and stuff like that. Like that's not what, we're here to make money. We're not here to have it's not always going to be the prettiest path, but we'll get there. Actually, you deserve the typing issue, David King, because you told me, okay, you get it. So I'm fucking glad you're having that issue, actually. Oh yeah, and hit the like button, guys. I probably shouldn't. It's kind of a bad transition. I would say I'm glad someone's having an issue, and then I say hit the like button. But you guys really should hit the like button.
So could someone else pull up their screen for Underdog?
I am. My Underdog screen's ready, Drew. If you want to start.
Hit it. Give Michael the screen.
Cool. You can peep the balance because of golf. Hopefully, have another good day tomorrow, but let's see.
Okay, so what are we building here? We gotta.
I need the Bex.
All right, I'll walk you through them. All right, so Vic was talking about correlation right here. So here's something that we'll talk about is that a lot of idiots in the sports betting space is they want to sit there and be like, dude, I'm not fading Shohei Ohtani. He's the best player in the MLB. I'm not fading Mike Trout. He's so good. Like that is where people don't make money.
Bozo
that's betting like a clown.
That's hashtag bozo
behavior. If you're not willing to fade good players based upon data and value that's being presented to you, I'm sorry, guys, you're not going to make money doing this. So let's look at the optimizer. Michael can plug into picks.
Now let's get to 40 likes by the end of the stream. If we get to 40 likes by the end of the stream, I'll do a giveaway. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out at some point. Let's see. I'll do $25 to a random person who can prove that they just take a screenshot of like you being on the stream and having when you like it shows a blue thumbs up. So I'll send $25 to a random person who does that by the end of the stream. I don't even know. Okay. Am I allowed to even fucking do that?
Yeah, you can do that.
If I'm not allowed to do that, then I take it all back.
Okay. Ohtani. So Mike, plug in this first. Ohtani under 10.5 fantasy score. We're pulling these odds off the optimizer, and it says it's minus 143 on DraftKings. Now, a lot of times when you're seeing the optimizer odds, it's showing the odds without the VIG removed. Would one of you guys want to explain, like, just very briefly, like what a VIG is in sports betting? Because a lot of people don't even know that. Like when people are looking at the optimizer, they just see the odds and it's like, oh, these are good. Like, would one of you guys just be able to touch on that real quick?
Yeah, I got that too. Just based on the optimizer is telling you, like in a fair world, if you flip a coin, if you bet someone $1, you either make $1 or lose $1. So the fair odds is that make $1, lose $1 line. So anytime we're getting better than that 1-to-1 odds, we should take that bet. Or in Underdog Fantasy's case, I think it's right around, Drew, what's it around, like 130, minus 130 or something? Well,
so it depends on what you're doing. So in a 3-pick power, which is usually the best way you want to play slips on Underdog, it's going to be minus 122 no VIG odds. Yep. And then in a 4-pick and a 5-pick, I believe it's around the same. But the reason why 3 picks are the best is generally there's not that many solid picks on the board where you're actually getting plus expected value on those slips. So you're mainly just going to be sticking with 3 picks. That's what you're going to be seeing from myself, Mike, and Vic. And when we tweet stuff out, and pretty much everybody within this space, it's usually 3-pick powers are the best way to go about things.
I'm sorry, I'm reading the comments.
Okay, so we're gonna roll with Ohtani, who's minus 143.
Grey Goose, baby.
No VIG odds. The reason why this is no VIG odds is because DraftKings. This is something that the optimizer pulls from. It's collecting data based upon all the different metrics that goes into calculating a fantasy score, and there's a major discrepancy between Underdog and DraftKings. So DraftKings has it a much lower price. Meanwhile, Underdog has it at 10.5. So you see this line here. We're getting it at minus 143, no VIG odds on DraftKings. That is 19 points better, 21 points better than what we'd be getting it in a 3-pick power because it's minus 122. That's insane value, guys. You want to take that. The next thing we'll go with is Trout under 9.5. So minus 121 on DraftKings, no VIG. So that is not technically plus EV because it's not minus 122. But the reason as to why we're taking that is because it's positive correlated. So if Ohtani is going under and that will most likely lead to Trout going under if the opposing pitcher, I think it's Heaney or whatever on the Rangers that they're facing, if this dude's having a crazy game, he's having a ton of strikeouts, it's going to lead to less opportunities, less at bats for these guys to get hits, to get runs, to get whatever, to get and go over their fantasy score. So it will be more likely of an outcome that Trout goes under as well. So we'll plug in those two, and then we'll go with the next one, one of the other top lines off to Optimizer, which is going to be – I'd rather go with Michael Wacha. Okay. So there's a discrepancy.
Wacha's dead, I think. Not the play's dead. He's very much alive.
But I'm not into Fresh Life, actually.
Yeah, so take Michael Wacha. There's something else that popped up, Clayton Kershaw.
Yeah,
the reason why I would take Michael Wacha over Kershaw, even though it's a line discrepancy and the optimizer is saying that it's better, the reason why is that the books are all saying that Michael Wacha is going to go under 4.5. Whereas before with Kershaw, I don't know specifically if they're saying he's going to go over or under. Or actually, no, the books are saying that he is going to go over 6.5, but it's a discrepancy, which is still a good play. But I'd rather play Wacha. He's just slightly less of a better play based off the DGF line. And another good reason as to why Wacha is good is that there's multiple books all agreeing on him being plus EV. DraftKings minus 155, BetMGM minus 165, Caesars at minus 173. Bet Online minus 147, Bovada minus 145.
Wacha's off the board.
Yeah, you can't take it. So even
roll with Kershaw. We'll take him because he's plus
Kershaw or Valdez. Look at Framber Valdez there. He's at 6, but people favor under the 5.5. Do we play the push prop or do we play the Kershaw line? Oh, Kershaw's gone.
Plug in Valdez. So
right.
So we took too long to explain that. We'll try to explain less and just rip plays. But yeah, roll with Valdez. Lock that in, and then we can explain as to why.
So betting here, my units are $50 here, so I put like 50 on every play.
Woo!
There.
Big baller.
All right, boom. Okay, so the reason why we took Valdez, guys, is because on several books he's favored to go under 5.5. He's not favored on all of them, and we're getting that extra cushion of half a strikeout, and on top of that, for him to hit over that, he has to hit 7. So. Yeah, it's a win. If he pushes, we'll get a 3x that the other two, end up hitting. But we're looking to have him go under his 6 line, so we cash the 6x play.
Are there any correlation plays you like on underdog right now, or?
I'm seeing there's really not too much. So we like to look for correlation, but we also want to have some level of plus EV in there, and we don't want to be too overly exposed. There's really nothing else on the board, at least that I'm seeing, that is not plus, or that is correlated in plus EV. So we probably just move on to the next book and see if there's some value on there.
Yeah, we do have to ban all the books from the stream. We forgot to do that.
On the push question, so if that Valdez line pushes but the other two win, it would still be a 3x, for example. So it wouldn't be a refund. No, you would win the 3x if the other two win.
So I like to say this to people on Twitter all the time, and I've said it in streams, is that you do want to play push props at their plus EV, but you want to try to avoid playing them as much as you can. Reason being is that if that Valdez line ends up pushing, then that slip that we just hit there, the only thing that was plus EV in a 2-pick power was Ohtani, because he was minus 144, no big odds. The reason why it's not as good is because Mike Trout is minus 121, no big odds. In a 2-pick power, you have to, I believe it's minus 137, no big odds. So that slip isn't even plus EV anymore.
You guys want to build? Do you guys want to build an all pitcher parlay play?
Sure, we can do that
right now.
Yeah, let's do that.
The problem is there's no hitters to really correlate it with.
Yeah,
but we have Valdez under. I mean, look at all these discrepancies. We have Valdez, Lively, Whitlock, Gomber, and Clevenger. That's a slip right there.
All right, you want to roll with that?
I mean, I said.
All right, let's go. You want? I can take this.
By the way, how much correlation can we do on parlay play?
Oh, dude, you can do as much as you want. Literally earlier today. Here, let me end up getting the screen.
So what I'm going to do is so we see the 5 right there. Wait, Michael, why'd you take your screen away?
I don't have parlay play.
Shit, yeah, you can't. But we're just going to take those 5 So feel free to lock that in with us, guys. It's Valdez under 6Ks, Lively under 5, Whitlock. I mean, just the 5 you see on there. Then Gomber, then Clevenger. Ideally, we would want to be locking these in with opposing batters because we can do that. For example, if Valdez is pitching under 6 strikeouts, or Lively's pitching under 5, whoever they're playing, as long as it was EV, it would be a good idea to pair to put them together. So if Lively is under 5Ks, whoever they're playing, if they have a batter who's over total bases is an EV play, then that would be a good pair to put together in the slip. It just goes back to the correlation stuff that we're talking about. You want to pair together if you can, because if one it's if it's a narrative thing, if the 1 plus EV thing is happening that you have in there, then chances are the other plus EV thing is also happening.
I'll steal that from you too, though, Vic. I mean, the whole thing of this is you see people making such crazy amount of money like that guy, slightly plus EV. All they're doing is correlating their plays. I mean, they're not doing anything crazier than us. They're just finding good props and taking them in correlation. So I'm teasing this, but for Korean baseball, I do not know a single Korean baseball player out there whose name is not Austin Dean, because he might be the greatest Korean baseball player of all time, but I am required to say that on the stream. But all we're doing is playing correlation, and you can make so much money off of playing correlated props. So we're doing this because they have such a higher hit rate, and keep building it.
Yeah, and you guys know how we were saying that earlier, on Prize Picks, that is one platform that doesn't allow that, but platforms that do allow hitters and opposing batters would be Parlay Play. It'd be so actually something I learned about today is on Underdog, you can play pitchers strikeouts, but you can't play bases or hits, but you can play fantasy score. There's a little bit of a cheat code that you can apply there. And then on Parlay Play, you can play pitchers with opposing batters with any
Whitlock
different.
Is over. Whitlock is over.
Yeah.
What are your guys' thoughts on overexposure, like taking Valdez under 6 on Underdog and Parlay Play?
I can touch that. So a rule of thumb that I have, and it's not something specifically that is set in stone within the betting community or a specific rule that everybody follows. It's sort of a rule that I implemented for myself to implement solid risk management. Is that I like to play props no more than twice. And I do break this rule sometimes if there's an insane line where I can exploit it. Like, for example, earlier this morning, you guys saw that we got Ohtani at 10.5 fantasy score. I ended up getting him at 11.5, and it was minus 179, no big odds on DraftKings. I smashed that, and I had him in 3 different slips. I will take more of a calculated risk when I'm taking picks like that, when the odds are so good. But let's say, for example, we're looking at something like an Austin Gomber under 3.5 strikeouts. It's only minus 135 DGF line, calculating all the books odds. That's not a smart idea to overexpose yourself. The reason why we do this is that, in betting, this is a game of variance. You end up losing, but you also end up winning. And you want to mitigate the bad losses as best as you possibly can. And by doing that, you don't want to play the same player props in a bunch of different slips. And this is incredibly paramount when it comes to playing slips that there's no insurance. Because if you play slips like an Underdog, if I have Ohtani in just every single slip I have, and Ohtani just decides to go nuts that game, first at bat, hits a home run, he goes over his fantasy score, boom, all those slips are chalked. I don't care what the odds are for certain things. It is never good to have every single player, unless it's insane, literally minus 500 or minus 1,000, some massive discrepancy. It's not good to overexpose yourself to props, to minimize downside.
Yeah, correlation is typically best uninsured. I know that got brought up. Parlay play, and then parlay play. You want to do 5 and 6 picks.
Yeah.
And insured typically. If you have correlation, if you have correlation, if one misses, then chances are the others are going to miss. So like, I don't want to insure those because I want to get the most bang for my buck, because that means if it does hit, I'm going to make more money. So that's something. Check out Nico Horner under runs. What's that on?
On who? On what? On parlay play?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just some guy saying to check it out.
I don't even think that they offer run props on here. We'll see. Yeah, he's not even popping up. But the optimizer's a little glitchy right now with the whole UI being rolled out. I don't see him. A good rule of thumb is, guys, you should not be scrolling all the way down for plays. You want to generally look at the top of the screen. If plays are not at the top of the screen, it's really not that great of a play.
Don't reach for plays.
You want to look for plays that are in the green and all the books are generally agreeing. But there's some books that we really value more than others. And a tip for you guys that Michael actually gave me recently, and it made me rethink my entire process of DFS betting when it comes to pitcher props, is there's a lot of times with pitcher props that you guys will see is that Pinnacle will be an outlier on a specific pitching prop. What I mean by that is that, let's say, for example, Pinnacle has, a player at minus 110 odds, but the rest of the books are saying plus odds for whatever that prop is. Don't go and sit there and be like, oh, Pinnacle has him at this, and it's a line discrepancy play in the DGF line saying it's, minus 130 minus 140. I'm just going to play it because the Pinnacle odds are good. A lot of times with Pinnacle odds and pitcher player props, they're very off. Now, in regards of straight betting or stuff like that, Pinnacle is incredibly sharp. But for whatever reason that I've noticed since I've implemented this in my own strategy, and something that Michael and another one of our friends, Cooper, realizes that they are very off when it comes to pitcher props. So, just keep an eye on that. They like to set up a lot of traps.
Honestly, even as a like, let's say Flip has a pitcher prop, and it's technically EV because Pinnacle is, and I'm sure most of you guys know, Pinnacle is the world's sharpest sports book. They're like the standard, what we measure against to see if a play is good or bad. But even as a straight, if there's a pitcher prop or a baseball player prop and the rest of the market disagrees with Pinnacle, and so it's technically EV on Flip, let's say, because like they have good odds compared to Pinnacle, but not great odds compared to all the other books. I actually don't really love that play that much, unless I correlate it. If I correlate it, I love it more, obviously, because I'm getting a boost on my odds. And so for, pitcher props, and I'm sure we'll touch this a number of times when we're looking at Flip. For pitcher props, I like to correlate, stuff that makes sense. Like if a pitcher's under outs is plus EV, I like to correlate it with under win as well, because you can do that on Flip. You can't do that on most other books. And so in that case, I'm a little more willing to play a pitcher prop because I'm pairing it with something else and it's boosting my odds and making it more EV. But honestly, like if I see a pitcher or even a player like player hits or something like that, and it's technically plus EV because Flip is a lot better than Pinnacle, but it's not better than rest of market, then I'm not crazy about that play.
Okay.
Greg keeps fucking with me.
So did we end up locking that in? I actually can't lock this in because I've already took
I locked
Ben,
it in.
I already took Ben Lively. I already took him in a different play, and you're limited up to playing $60 per player on parlay play. And I play upwards of $60 in a 6-pick and $100 in a 5-pick. That's the limit. That's the limit on parlay play. So I can't pick that, and I don't like any of the other plays on here. I also can't take Bradish either because I took him as well, and I don't like the other plays on here. So glad that we locked that in. If we want, we can move on to another book. Something that we can't have on the screen, I'd say Jock Market. There's a lot of good value on Jock Market.
Why can't we have that on the screen?
Because it's not on You can't log in on a computer. It's only on phone, only app.
Only
okay.
Phone. Even a razor.
Okay. All right. So I'm looking at the board on here. The first one that I would go with, you want to give me back the screen? I can show the optimizer for Jock Market, or you want to have it, or Michael have it?
What do you mean? I'm on your screen, bro.
Oh, you're on my screen? Oh, okay. I thought we had it back on Michael. Never mind.
No,
Okay.
Good thing you weren't doing anything wild, bro.
Dude, I'm not gonna open my tabs. I was looking up some crazy shit while you guys. Anyways, let's look for some correlation. But the first play that I'm gonna roll with is Taylor Walls on the Rays. I don't think that there's any other Rays pitcher batters that we can take. But we'll roll with him. Solid odds across multiple books. The DGF line is not saying it's plus EV. DraftKings is saying it's minus 150. Bet Online is saying it's minus 141. We could potentially look for something that's even sharper. So we were saying about like pitchers and stuff like that. There are lines that are set that can be traps. So for example, this Garrett Cole line, it says minus 159, but it'd be entirely different. The rest of the books didn't agree. But then you look at the end of the optimizer, minus 143 plus EV and minus 145 Bovada. That's plus EV. So we have 3 books saying it's plus EV. We can end up rolling and taking Garrett Cole under 5.5 hits. We'll take Walls over half a base. And then let's see if there's anybody else that we could potentially take. Damn, I was thinking we could have took that correlated with the Mariners, but sadly we cannot. I don't see any other solid plays. We can roll with Medina. So I don't really like this Medina. What do you guys think about this Medina one here? Like no other books are plus EV besides Caesar, besides Caesar's at minus 173.
Moneyball.
He's been on fire. So I mean, I know we don't even look at data, but 7 in a row is fucking crazy.
No, dude, they won 7 in a row.
Yeah, those A's are.
Yeah, that's what Vic gets for fading them in the halftime, full time every fucking day.
Dude, fuck the A's.
Fuck the Braves too.
I heard they did like a reverse boycott or some shit like that.
Yeah, dude, they had everybody show up to the stadium to show it's not.
Yeah, for once. The next day, just back to normal life. If Caesars looks like the outlier here. Caesars looks like
so that's a trap. That's a trap play, guys. You want to look for overall market agreements on plays. So before I did rip earlier in the day, I ripped some correlated plays with Mariners.
I'm saying the other thing, Drew. I'm saying I like the play because I think Caesars is off. I think Caesars is the one that's.
No, but why do you like it? Because the rest of the books are saying that's not. Well, Pinnacle is saying, but DraftKings, MGM, and Bovada.
Caesars is too juiced on the over. Honestly, you would want to play whatever the under on Caesars is probably a good play.
The under is probably not offered on Caesars for that. I don't know.
We can look it up. We can see
it might not be.
We can see what it will be. I can search it. Minus 173 plus 117. I know that's going to be very strong EV.
And at least the way I look at it is what sets me off is if Pinnacle had that line, then I would be, I guess. Yeah.
So the fair odds on that is minus 137.5. Based solely off of Caesars.
Yeah, I mean, you're probably right. Actually, just fucking ignore me. Just forget I said anything.
Okay, so there's really not much other stuff that we could take. I mean, we could take the Jake Bowers push at the top, but I mean, dude, like all it takes is for him to get one hit, and he's pushing. That's one thing that I like to keep in mind too. Is I don't like to play like pushes where it just requires like one thing to happen for him to go over or to push. Like, I think it makes a lot more sense to me, and I could be wrong. This is just like my way of thinking is like with push props and stuff like that. If you're playing an NBA play and the dude needs to score 30 fucking points. What do you rather play? Would you rather play a push that is like 30 points that's good value, or just one base? I feel like just in that range of outcomes, I know odds are odds, but 30-point push versus a one like base push. And on top of that, his under is favored on the half a base, or sorry, it's saying that he's going to go over half a base because everything is plus money.
Yeah, sometimes I just like if I'm doing a 3-leg, I'll make it a 4-leg with that push prop, just kind of assuming it's going to push. Like if you remember Victor Hovland 2 weekends ago, I just knew he was going to push every time I took him, so I just threw it in as an extra leg. I don't know if it's
play Walls and Medina together.
You want to roll with Medina? I don't care. We can roll with them.
No. You can't play Walls
and Medina together.
Ah, fuck. See, that's the bad thing about Jock Market is that we're talking about like opposing batters and pitchers. We can't play him on there, which sucks. But fuck. I mean, do you guys want to roll with Bowers? We can take him. It's just that there's no correlation here at all.
Next comment decides.
Yeah, next comment decides.
F Jock Market is
this guy's such a little troll.
That's the decision, apparently.
Bro, come on. Someone got a comment. Are we doing this or
playing
what?
the play or not? Are we in there or are we not in there? Yes, no, maybe so. Bowers.
Well, looks like
that doesn't mean
Bakers.
Okay, there you go. Let's go. I'm assuming that means yes, take the play.
All right. And if this play doesn't hit, Jamie's is gonna reimburse all of us. And Victor said in one of our last streams, his unit size is $1,000 per play. So you better hope this thing hits.
Unit size is $1,000.
All right, so Bowers under, Garrett Cole under, and then Walls over. All right.
That's the play, guys. For those who don't know, we can't show you.
All right, guys. Well, no, I'll show it up here just to show that I'm not being a fucking fraud.
No, I know. Like, it wasn't that. It was like so that they could see in tail.
Yeah.
But we can't. We can't.
Okay.
1-600 because y'all on Jog Market. Hell yeah, man. That's what we're fucking here for. We're here to make some.
Let's go, bro. Let's fucking go.
Money. I think let's look at the hot streak hourly EV props right now.
Yeah, let's do it. You want to roll us through this, Michael?
Sure. I think that Matt that Matt Mervis line is probably one we're gonna want to use.
Okay. Would you take bases over hits if they're the same line? I don't fucking get the bases hits thing because it's the same thing.
They mean the same thing.
They don't count walks as a base. So if they're the same line, it's honestly the same thing. And I don't know why the Bucks even do that, but that's what it is.
All right.
Yeah, Drew, after this one on my phone, since I don't think Hot Streak does a web app, but the promos this hour are Mervis, Fortes, and Guerrero. So I think we can take that Clemens line. So our methodology here on Hot Streak is every hour they give 3 boosted expected value props, and you can put up to $10 on them. So we take the top value prop, and then we go a little further down, and we look at see what's the next highest EV that's
stolen bases. But if it's half a hit, if the line is half a hit or half a base, it's the same thing. Because if you steal first on a if you struck out, for example, but the catcher dropped it and you got the first, does that count as an over base but not a hit?
No. So what we're talking about here, I got this one. So for example, if it says 1.5 bases, obviously that's different than 0.5 hits, and 1.5 bases is way different than 1.5 hits. But if something says 0.5 hits and something else says 0.5 bases, that means exactly the same thing.
Yeah, but hold on. But a walk
is not a base.
Not going to hit a walk. The books don't count a walk as a base.
Yeah.
But let's say that it's like a dropped third strike and
not a base.
gets the first on an error. It doesn't count as base.
Not
Okay.
a base. That's a field.
Yeah, he literally has to get a hit. Even errors don't count as bases.
Anything where
I gotta stop paying attention to fucking Dread's comments.
You have to go into the stat box, and if it says like he's 1 for 3, then he's gotten a base. If it says if Aaron Judge goes 0 for 0 with 2 walks, a hit by pitch, and a fielding error, he has not gotten a base.
Yep.
So those are tough because sometimes like your guy just gets walked over and over and over and over. It's just
it's stupid. The books are stupid for that.
So let's build this Mervis one though.
Yeah, let's do it.
So we got Matt Mervis over, and then if you want to refresh again, see if Clemens is still the top player there.
Yep, I already have him on my phone. Just make sure that it's all good. But yeah,
Cody Clemens RBI. That's tough, but hopefully.
Guys, by the way, for those who aren't seeing this screen like regularly because you're not signed up on DGF, if you click the link in the description, you'll get $5 off. So that's a discount for you. Go ahead and click that, and you'll have access to everything we're seeing right here. So yeah, I mean, you'll be able to build slips just like we're building right now. And you don't have to just rely on, whatever we're doing right now. You can do it whenever you want. Why did you choose lower on Shohei Ohtani? I chose lower on Shohei Ohtani's fantasy score because it was EV.
Isn't he so good though, Vic?
Yeah, no, that's probably what I'm gonna fucking get.
Nah, dude, we took his under because he fucking.
That's probably what
Dad died today, and he had to go to a funeral, and he's depressed, and he's gonna play.
All right, we got this play locked in. We got
Mervis and Clemens over. Yeah, and what multiplier are you getting, Michael?
8.8.
Yeah, you're getting 8.8. I'm getting 8.69.
Oh, you like me better.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but Hot Streak probably doesn't like me. Maybe it's because we were getting into it with the CEO the other day on Twitter.
Wait, you were? I missed that.
Yeah, well, we could save that for another time.
Oh, yeah. No, but I know what went down though. I was late to whatever happened, but I know why that happened.
Yeah, the guy was being stupid.
No. The if a hot streak, if you do a two combo on hot streak, but one of the players doesn't play, they have to void the bet entirely because of like it's the law, because it's technically sports betting as a straight at that point, and some states don't have straights, and like that's not how that book technically operates. That's the reason.
Yep.
It fucked me before.
Okay. So Mervis over half a single, Clemens over half an RBI. You're limited to only $10 per this entry per hourly promo that we're doing. And we got to lock this in now, dude. I'm locking it in because the multiplier keeps going down and down.
Yeah, I mean, Hot Streak kills EV pretty quick. So if you see something on Hot Streak that you want to take, definitely take it like as soon as possible. Yep. Don't wait on Hot Streak.
Yep.
You guys hating on the WNBA today? They're gonna make us. Don't worry.
I think people are just butthurt because the Tarasi taco didn't hit, and that's one thing that I'll say, guys. Like, we as sharp bettors, when we're voting for tacos and stuff like that, we want to vote for the one that has the best possible odds of hitting based on its original line. But just because like that we're complaining after the fact when a shit taco is voted for, doesn't mean that we're not playing it. Tip: you play every single taco no matter what, because all of them are going to be plus EV. Every single one of them. You play every one of them no matter what, no matter how you feel that this player is going to perform today. You take it every single time, guys. You never fade tacos. If someone tells you to fade a taco, they're not making any money and they're a fucking idiot. Do not listen to them. But you guys want to just roll into the next one we can look at?
Prize Picks
Prize Picks is still those same esports.
Same ones? Okay. So
they're dominating. Oh, my DGF is not loading, so I'm going purely off of you guys.
Okay, I got it. I'm scrolling back to underdog. So this is where we're just going to be going back and forth and just like ripping plays real quick. I can just scan the books really fast. There's nothing on underdog. Have you guys hit the NHA promos yet?
Why do you keep avoiding Fliff?
You want to go to Fliff?
I just feel like you're fading it.
Fuck Fliff, dude. All right.
What app would you say has the most value day in and day out? I personally think it's Parlay, Play, and Fliff. Let's see. Hot streak moves lines instantly after a bet happens. For example, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, okay. Yeah, let's look at Fliff. See, we have a play right there. Oh, yeah, these live plays are usually like, look at this right now. You have to be fast on them though. Like, I'm going to try to lock it in right now, and I doubt I'll be able to do it.
Yeah, it's very hard, guys. Like, you look at the optimizer, but you can't lock it in. And on top of that, when you're trying to lock in these live bets, they will sit there and it will just fucking sit there and load and load and load. And they're like, oh,
but
the
if
odds
you can, it's great if you can do it though.
Yeah.
If
a tip
don't
that
give
will
up.
give,
You're not going to always get it in.
A tip that we'll give you guys in terms of these live bets and someone that's like really good at tail is Matt. Like, he is really good at sniping these like live plays, especially like during the NBA season. When he's like tweeting out, I put post notifications on for him, and he just like tweets out like really solid plus EV live plays. You guys want to play live plays, you want to play plays, before the game starts. Whatever value we can get, we're playing it.
But if a major, Tiger's line was pulled, I wasn't able to get it in. But one thing like that is important is don't get discouraged if like you don't get a few live plays in. Like, if you see live plays come up and you're not able to lock it in time, don't just like put your hands up in the air and be like, oh, well, like there's no point in even trying because I'll never be able to get live plays in. As somebody who's constantly scoping Fliff, I'm telling you, like, you will get some in. Like, you will be able to. You just have to be fast, like become as fast as you possibly can. But like you're still going to miss some regardless, but you will get some in. So don't be discouraged because you're not able to get every single one in. Just trust the process and go as fast as you can, and you will get some in. But yeah, that Tigers play is gone. What else do we have?
Is there since you're really good at Fliff, you want to just walk the people through like something that you would consider taking?
Yeah, no problem. So I actually, it depends. Like what I feel like you guys should take depends on your bankroll. Like, if you don't have a big bankroll, I don't recommend taking plus 305 plays or like plus 290 plays like that. And it's not that they're bad plays. They're still good plays. It's just that obviously their hit rate is going to be, they're not going to hit as often. So you don't want to run out of bankroll before you hit, your super long shot play. I mean, it depends on your unit size and what your bankroll is. But if you have a larger bankroll, then yeah, I would say, put a little bit of money on Rays A's under 2.5 first half at plus 305, or Marlins Mariners over 5.5 first half at plus 280. Like I just think it, for me personally, it depends on how much I have on Fliff. If you don't have a huge bankroll to work with, then you might try to stick to under plus 200 or around the plus 200 range. But if you have some money in there that you can play with, then yeah, I would recommend taking those plays because those plays are profitable over time. One thing to keep in mind, like let's say you're scared to take like plus 185, which you shouldn't be really at any unit size or bankroll, but also keep in mind that plus 185 is the longest odds that are offered across the market. So you're taking a plus 185, but really the market disagrees. The market thinks that it's plus 157, which is like what DGF has it at. And then you see these other books, plus 163, plus 140. So you're taking a plus 185 play, but you're getting it at a less than plus 185 value. So don't let the fact that, it's plus 185 scare you off. It's you have to keep that in mind too when you're accounting for how long is too long of a play. You have to keep in mind the fact that the plays that are popping up on here, those are the longest odds. And by long, I mean like highest plus sign that you're going to find. The rest of the market thinks that they're valued, that's way too good a value that you're getting. So that's how I make my decisions.
So for people who have smaller bankrolls, I'd probably say like a majority of the people in the chat probably have smaller bankrolls. Like if you look at this screen right here that I have, and let me refresh it, like what are some like plays that you would advise taking?
So Guardians dads over 5.5 first half total runs.
Wait, what'd you say? Guardians and dads?
Yeah, bro, the San Diego dads.
What is that? Is that like an actual thing, or just like something you like call them?
It's the Padres, dude. Do you know what do you know what Padre is?
Oh, dude, I'm fucking stupid, bro.
It's that. Anyways, so you have Guardians dads here, right? It's over 5.5 first half total runs at plus 185. I would take that no matter what your bankroll is. That's a good play to take. So I would take that if you haven't already. I already have, so I'm locked in there with you. Marlins versus Mariners over 4.5 first half total runs at plus 165. It's not as good of EV, but that's still a play that I would take. I mean, DGF, value is showing at plus 141. Pretty much all the books are saying that it should be in the plus 40 range, and you're getting at plus 165. So that's another good one.
Which play? Mariners and what?
What score? Marlins Mariners.
Yeah, what score? First half over what?
First half over 4.5 at plus 165.
All right, I'm locking it in.
Red Sox first half run line minus 2.5 at plus 195. That's one I'm still taking because look at the other books. Plus 167, plus 154, plus 185 is a little closer, but you're still getting 10 more points of value, and then plus 155.
They're locked. They're locked. Can't take that.
Damn.
Okay. It was refreshing because, guys, you constantly want to refresh this motherfucker because value is constantly flowing in and in and in. You know how Vic was saying with live bets, you're not going to see stuff that come up unless you're constantly refreshing. You got to be on top of it. But here, let's roll through more.
One thing I recommend, guys, is first half like 4.5 innings. No, it's 5 innings. They count 5 completed innings as a first half in baseball. One thing I highly recommend is to get if you have Google Chrome and you're looking at this on your computer, to get a refresher, an automatic refresher, and you can let that thing go. So that's actually something Michael put me on.
Do you know who I first? I'm not going to say.
I already know.
Yeah.
So Chrome get a Google Chrome extension and get an automatic page refresh and turn it on when you're on DGF and have it refresh like every 10 seconds. That way you're not having to manually do it and you'll be able to see the plays come in real time. Not too much into baseball, more basketball and football. It doesn't matter. Like you should play everything as long as it has good value. I don't watch. So right now I think I'm like, for example, the golf plays, like those are popping off. I don't watch golf. None of us watch golf, I'm pretty sure.
I've started.
Actually, and we actually we've all started watching Korean baseball at 3 a.m. too.
Exactly. Like
don't talk about it yet. People will want it.
You're just gonna keep teasing them.
WNBA, don't watch that. Still locking in and have made money off WNBA because it doesn't matter. What matters is the value.
Jack, do you watch League of Legends?
Never in my life, dude. I actually I'm not a video game guy. I'm not into that shit at all.
Wait, dude. So here's something I actually want to pull the chat, and I actually want to ask you guys. I don't think I've really asked you. Are you guys like capable of like putting in a fuckload of bets and then just like not checking them, and then you just see hours later? Like it is humanly impossible for me to not sweat all of my bets every night.
I actually can do a pretty good job of like not looking at my phone. But then again, you're doing bigger unit size than I am. So
it's not even that. Like, I mean, dude, I was doing this when I was doing $5 plays. Like I would just sit there and sweat the box score.
I'm able to ignore it pretty fine. I mean, I'll check every once in a while, but like I'm not League of Legends like 4 hours long for like 4 kills. Dude, that sounds fucking like awful. I see, like I will never watch that. Fuck that.
I'm sorry. Someone's have to pay me to watch that stuff.
Dude, 4 hours long for 4 kills. Get the fuck out of here, bro. That is a Quentin Tarantino movie. I'd rather just watch a Quentin Tarantino movie. 4 hours for 4 kills is just a Quentin Tarantino movie. I'd rather watch that than fucking League of Legends. We are running up on an hour. If there's anything else you guys would like to say
here, so like in future streams, like so we're saying this is rush hour and shit, and like Vic and I talk, like we want to like break things down to you guys, like explain our specific strategy like behind certain things, but like moving forward, we will literally rattle off plays like one by one, like instead of just sitting here and breaking down as to why we're doing what we're doing. If we really were to, we could sit here and we could just like spaz off plays like nonstop, because this is a learning experience for some of you guys in the chat. Like once you learn how to do things properly, then you can just sit here and just like smash these plays, left and right without having to like, hear the breakdowns behind as to why we're doing what we're doing. But if you want, we can maybe make up one more play. I'm looking across.
We also need one Korean baseball play. Like
we're definitely doing the KBO play. But I'm looking here to see if there's some stuff that we didn't hit.
KBO drops tonight on DGF.
Oh, really?
Oh, let's fucking go, dude.
So you want to click on the link. You want to click on the link and get your discount now, because once KBO drops, I actually should have said this earlier. Once KBO drops, shit is about to pop off, because PrizePicks does not lets you correlate KBO for whatever reason, even though they don't let you do it on any other sport. Like they don't let you correlate MLB, but they let you correlate KBO, and it's about to be on DGF tonight. So if you're not,
let's go.
If you're not on fucking DGF already, click the link and sign up for that shit. Get your discount and let's start fucking making money off KBO. You're going to make a shit ton of money. Until PrizePicks fixes this, and I don't know, when they will, but like for right now, we're able to take advantage of this correlation shit that PrizePicks is allowing.
And guys, like, we're like honestly like honored right now, to be in the presence of the sharpest KBO better in the entire Twitter stratosphere. This guy is getting flooded with DMs every single day, about KBO plays. What should I do? What should I not do? But after looking at all these books, I think it's KBO time, man. I think it's time.
All right. This will be more of a crowdsourced one. Vic, by the way, you're running that giveaway. We're past your like goal.
Yeah, I know. Yep. People, if you want to qualify for the giveaway, DM me or tweet me a screenshot of you pushing the like button on the video, and I'm gonna choose one person. You have until midnight tonight Central.
And I'll do a giveaway as well, but mine will be a little bit different. Any of the slips that we hit on stream, if any of them hit, I will do $25. I'll match you.
I did 25.
All right, we'll do $25 giveaway. If any of the slips that we hit on stream ends up hitting, I will give away. You know what? Actually, I'll make it even better. I will give a $55 giveaway, but I want you to sign up and get the optimizer. So the first month of using the optimizer will be on me if one of these slips hit. But with all that said,
Dredd, you're fine. Go ahead and send it, bro. I know you're just fucking around, and I'm fucking with you too. It's all good. It's called we do a little trolling. It's fine. It's all good fun.
Are we ready? Are we ready for KBO?
This ties into
what Drew said. If you want to win his giveaway, you're getting it for free. You're getting it for free this month. So click on the link in the description.
Cool. All right, this one's more personal. So the reason I do these KBO slips, I know absolutely nothing about KBO. Never watched a game. I can only name Austin Dean. So that's really about it. But so what you can do here, you can do players to have hits allowed. So that's my favorite tab. Not picture strikeouts, hits allowed, Drew.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm pretty sure you just search anything. You just search it. It will go to whatever filter.
Drew, you're grounded. Drew, you're grounded.
You search Michael's. I don't care.
That's fine. You can do hits allowed, and then you can do hits allowed.
Here. It's not letting me. There it goes. All right, good.
Cool.
All right. So,
what?
What'd you say, Michael?
No, I'm talking. We're building the slip.
Yeah, let him go. Let him build it.
Go ahead. Sorry.
All right, so this is tied to my giveaway. If this stupid KBO slip hits, whoever wins it also match Drew's 1 month optimizer giveaway out here. So here's what we do: we do hits allowed, and then we take the correlating opponents. So this one is a fastest, basically, to know a KBO player. So based on my screen right now, someone name one of these players. First one will be the potential giveaway. First player I see.
What picture do you want on the giveaway slip?
So first player I see is the one that's entered for the giveaway. You gotta spell the name correct as well. Any incorrect names, I'm not counting. Oh,
Sheen Mean Hyek.
Yeah. All right.
Sheem him.
So,
bro, put him on board. I thought Sheen was a website.
so thankfully tomorrow. Okay, so
I don't think they're getting it.
Do you take into account the over/under of other sports for KBO? We will start tonight because DGF is going to have it, and I'm pretty sure Underdog drops lines that we'll be able to compare to. Anyway, so we'll be looking at DGF for this in the future. Go ahead,
fucking mustache, Austin Dean.
All right, so we're taking Shinmin Hyuk. That this will be Dagon 716. Do you want under or over for Shinmin Hyuk? This is how
over or under, guys.
No. Only Dagon, because this is his slip here.
Oh yeah.
This is how we build the correlation. Shinmin Hyuk. I'll try to pull up the.
What are we going?
Dude, guys? please be over so we can take Austin Dean. Like, please, take it. Please.
So yeah, Doosan. So the players.
Dude, come on! You say I don't know. Come on, you got to give us an answer, man.
So the players on Doosan are guys. So we'll be taking these as well. Okay, go over.
Who said go over?
Go over.
We got Shinmin Hyuk. We got
total bases, Michael.
Yep. We got Yang Suk Hwan over. We got Guy Byum Park over. And then we need to go into hits, runs, and RBIs and find the Doosan guy. There we go. Yoi Ji Yang. So we got these boys. So the reason this works. So for example, I'm Clayton Kershaw, just theoretically. I wish I were Clayton Kershaw. It'd be kind of fun. But if Clayton Kershaw allows 8 hits tonight, you can imagine that if they're playing the Phillies, that Kyle Schwarber's going to get a hit. You can imagine that the Phillies' top guys are going to get hits. If you try to build the slip on the MLB, it just doesn't work. And this is where we have our personal edge. I've made a lot of money on these random players. Like, I couldn't tell you who half these guys are. So this is why it works. And I have no clue who these players are, but we keep doing this. So if people need the players again, we got Shinmin Hyuk. We got over 5 hits allowed. We got Yang Suk Hwan, 1.5 total bases. Guy Byum Park, 0.5. And Yoi Ji Yang, 2 hits, runs, and RBIs.
Let me see the last guy. I got to get him in there.
Shinmin average ERA is 5.2. Cool.
This guy's about to go off.
So I put $50 on these things. It's because the correlation works.
I'm going 50 as well. So please hit. So we can give people a month in the optimizer.
I know. So I'll share the entry over here, and I'll be building just more.
Hold on. My hold on. I'm trying to put this in, and Prize Picks was bugging. So
damn, dude, DFS platforms don't like you, Vic.
No, dude, they hate me. I think it's this. Hold on. So who's the? Okay, so Shane Mean.
First was Barstool, now it's Underdog, now it's Prize Picks.
It's more just to track this.
And actually,
I need player 3 and 4.
Do I have to really repeat these Korean names?
Just go back. Just go back to the
Dude, I think he's testing you, bro. He wants to see if you're like pronouncing the same.
We got Shin Mian Hyuk, Yang Sekwon, Guy Byung Park, and Yoi Ji Yang. So thankfully, once these are on the optimizer, we can actually make the correlation work, and our EV should be even better and better and better until Prize Picks fix this.
Yeah,
but for right now, this is how we have to do it.
Yep.
If
guys,
anyone,
go ahead, Michael.
Nah, you take
okay.
the stage.
So go ahead. So guys, like, we're looking for stuff all the time. We're looking for value. We're using the optimizer. Optimizer is what we're mainly pulling all of our plays are. But, one of Michael's favorite things is to get into trenches, to find value by looking into places that other people aren't looking. There's a lot of times where you'll see plays on Prize Picks, on Underdog, on Parlay Play, where it's not even on the optimizer. Perfect example of that would be, so I know the DGF team is working on it right now, but with NHA, they don't have fantasy scores showing up on the optimizer, but they show up on the Prize Pick optimizer, and it's the same exact scoring system. So if you guys are aware of these things, we can create more value for ourselves and be able to, get really solid plays, where other people aren't looking. But I think we got another KBO slip getting.
This is for this is for Matthew Sierra in the chat. Coach in the chat. So
Mr. Mustache.
Yeah. So every night this guy takes Austin Dean. Always comes through. So
if you guys didn't know, Austin Dean is a daily free square on Prize Picks that a lot of people do not know about. I'm just fucking joking, guys. Like, this is not free square. Like, this is not legitimate advice. It's a joke.
KBO is on Underdog, but they don't have hits allowed, so this whole system doesn't work. They just do strikeouts, which is it's still good correlation, but it doesn't work perfectly.
Yeah.
So this one is a little more Korean names. I'll just share the link.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, you want to tell us the? Oh, you're sharing the link. Okay.
Yeah,
you're just. You're not gonna try.
I'll try. We got Austin Dean, most importantly.
This guy takes them every day.
We got Moon Sung Ju, 1.5 total bases. Two moons. We got the double moon action here. Moon Sung Ju and Moon Bo Gyong.
Bro,
1.5 base, 1.5 HRR, and the opposing
scope,
pitcher Jong Jae Hwan. So
now, guys, these are like a little bit like degen, but they fucking work. Like solely just based off of the correlation. Plus EV is the main thing that we're looking for, but correlation is a cheat code. There's a reason why Michael is hitting on these so much, because this is a freaking glitch that, we're taking advantage of. Prize Picks probably will eventually, end up patching it. And then we won't be able to play these, but for the meantime, we're taking advantage of this.
I'll say too. So that's like, you see me hitting. I'll go on my 30-second golf spiel. You see me hitting these crazy golf slips on Underdog, on Prize Picks. All I'm doing is making the correlation work for me. So, for example, if you try to take golf on Prize Picks, they will reduce your payout if you're just taking all unders. Because, for example, it's a nice day in Los Angeles where the course is tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow's an under day, and if one player does well, golf is very much. I mean, even though it's an individual sport, it's a team sport. So if one player does well, it's more likely that other players are going to do well. On Prize Picks, they'll reduce your payout. On Underdog, they do not reduce your payout. So one day, they might reduce your payout, but you see guys like slightly plus EV. He's like, oh, I hit this $5,000 golf slip. He's just messing with the correlation. That is all he's doing. So
yeah, Kyler,
I just gave away the secrets of the $50 a month Discord, but
but here's the thing, though, guys, is that we are always playing for upside in these plays. Correlation is your best friend when you're playing for upside. But there are times where, literally last weekend, where correlation could work entirely not in your favor, and it can be negative correlation. So just be aware of that. There's always that risk of that happening. But when you have correlation and plus EV combined together, it's a fucking cheat code.
Got 2 KBO slips in. I'll post those to the Twitter and get my 35 likes.
All right. Does anyone have anything else they'd like to add?
Any comments from the fans?
Any questions, comments, concerns?
Lots of concerns, Vic. Lots of concerns, especially the shades.
Dread, do you have anything to say? Yeah, people are very people people think I'm hammered for whatever reason with the shade. Michael drinks a high noon, and nobody says anything, and just because I have shades on, and
That's
I'm drinking
literally because
water
you're wearing
bottle.
shades, dude. That's
You
literally the
should
reason why.
see Vic hammered. Maybe exclusive stream.
Yeah, no, yeah, we'll get there eventually, but this isn't it.
Do we wanna do a shot on the stream next time if one of these plays hit or what?
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll start really getting funky with it.
Yeah. And guys, like we're going in the weeds, we're breaking all this stuff down, we're trying to explain as to what we're doing, but eventually we can sit here and we can just fire off plays because the importance of betting on sports on these DFS apps is that we're playing discrepancies. These guys are not going to have these discrepancies up here for a long period of time. That's why you have to seize the opportunity and take advantage of when that opportunity is presented. So, we'll try to, present as much knowledge and explanation behind the picks and just roll with, just rattling off plays, in the coming streams. But we still want to, enforce that, reasoning as to why we're taking what we're taking, because if you don't know why you're taking something, you're not going to make money long term. It's very important to have that foundation of knowledge and understanding of what works and what doesn't work.
I rather get dunked on by Shaq than have my ankle snatched by AI. There's nothing more humiliating than getting your ankles broke by a player. Getting dunked on by Shaq isn't that embarrassing. He's fucking like 10'7", and
I think it's different, man.
450. Like, I'd much rather get dunked on by Shaq.
Okay, so would you rather get like your ankles just completely snatched, or would you rather? Okay, no, or would you rather literally like be that dude who's 7 feet and got jumped over by Vince Carter?
Oh, like if I was a different height? Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's
Dude, that's bad. Dude. Like you got jumped over.
Oh yeah, that's really bad.
That's really bad.
Yeah, like John Morant does to some motherfuckers. Like they'll be 8 feet tall and he'll just jump. Yeah, that's very humiliating. That's actually that makes it tough. But yeah,
but like just like a regular dunk, like that's
it just feels expected. Like, and so at any when you change the player, when you make it John Morant or somebody who's like a guard dunking on me if I was like 7 foot, dude, that's pretty fucking embarrassing.
Oh yeah, by the way, thanks for the free square on Austin Dean, Matt.
On what?
No, I was just saying earlier is that Matt plugged us the Austin Dean free square.
Yeah.
Is there anybody else say anything in the chat? Or is it just
nope.
Hagen talking to himself?
Yeah, Ant-Man's pretty crazy with it too.
There was one dunk that he had where he like literally almost fucking like ended dude's career. I forget, it was like a couple years ago.
Yeah, dude.
What's up? What's going on,
man? What's up, brother? How about dunked on by Iverson or crossed by Shaq?
Dude, if you get crossed by Shaq, like, what the fuck are you doing? Dude?
I'd much rather get dunked on by AI, bro. If Shaq crosses you,
in
the NBA to not get crossed by Shaq. Like, you should just be able to get off the couch and that not happen to you. That'd be pretty bad. Is there anything else that anyone would like to add? Look at Drew's little cute plays over here.
Yeah, guys, this is skin in the game right here, guys.
All of them will hit. Stream's been awesome, Dustin. We're having a good time.
Dude, I was telling Vic about this like the other day. Like, am I the only one who gets incredibly annoyed just seeing this freaking Ohtani play, like just waiting for his home runs to go over? Like, I don't know if I'm going to take these season-long bets anymore just because, like, having to see, like, I'm only going to make, like, fucking $10 from this. Like, when he eventually goes over his home runs. It's like, dude, that was just such a little fucking teaser from Prize Picks. Like, the beginning of the season, it's like, oh, this guy's home runs, so we could just, hold your money interest-free for, fucking 8 months. Like, dude, it's what it was.
I don't do this. I don't do the season long. I don't.
Yeah, that's
I don't
why like a
for
couple
that
days
long.
ago, everybody was locking in those season long NFL bets. And for me,
I
this is my own personal opinion. Is with sports betting, I look at it as cash flow. It's like constantly, coming in and out and in and out. I don't want to have my money tied up in something that's locked in for 8 months. No,
also,
unless it's like absolutely insane value, that's a different story. But
also with injuries and stuff, like you go over on someone and then they get hurt, you still lose the fucking play. Like,
yeah,
that just sucks. And I mean, it can obviously happen to you on a daily basis as well, but you're locking in way more daily plays, so like it's not as big of a deal. So I mean, yeah, I don't do season long. And yeah, having that little fucking slip just hang out at the bottom of your app forever, just it's definitely fucking annoying.
It's annoying.
But yeah, if nobody else has anything else to say, then I think we're ready to go ahead and shut this thing down. We're going to be here moving forward Mondays and Wednesdays, 5 p.m. Central Time, 6 Eastern, 4 Mountain, 3 Pacific. I don't know Hawaii. I don't know. I don't know how far Hawaii is off.
Hawaii. I think Hawaii's 5 hours back from Eastern Time.
Why do you go? Why are you comparing Eastern Time to Hawaii? Why not?
But I just think that Eastern Time is like
Pacific in Hawaii.
Okay, dude. Like when someone says, "Oh, NBA Finals are on at this time," like it's usually like Eastern Time. Like you don't see someone say, "Oh, it's on at 9 o'clock Central." Like
wait,
no, like Eastern Time is like the standard.
Hawaii even bet can Hawaii? Do they have DFS? Are they even?
No, dude. Crown's in fucking Hawaii right now, and he's like sitting there, like scratching his fucking skin like a crack addict, like trying to fucking bet, bro.
So Hawaii time
it
doesn't matter what time we're streaming Hawaii time anyway. Then, because if you're in Hawaii, you can't bet. But yeah, we're gonna be here Mondays and Wednesdays. You can follow me at VixPixSports. You can follow Michael at MetroPassMike, and you can follow Drew at DM Props on Twitter. We're always tweeting value. We're always tweeting what we find, how we can help you guys make more money, sports betting, and trying to find you guys the best edge we possibly can. And then, yeah.
Can we stream the KBO game here, boys? Dude, I was joking earlier. We're not sweating this game at 3 a.m. Like, dude, I'm addicted to betting on sports, and I think we're making a lot of money doing it. But like, I think if you're sitting there sweating a KBO game at 3 a.m, like you have a serious looking problem.
That's next level.
Yeah.
But yeah, if that's it, guys, if you don't have a DGF subscription, go ahead and click on the link in the description and get your $5 off and, start. I mean, look at how many fucking slips Drew has a day. Like, it's going to be fun as fuck to see which one hits. Dude, actually, it's not even going to be which one because they're all going to hit. So,
lock of the day, play of the day. They're all hitting.
Drew reminds me of Steve Will Do It. He doesn't remind me of Steve Will Do It, but that's an interesting thought.
Steve Will Do It. I take that as a compliment. That guy's fucking funny.
Sweat out KBO and watch all them hit. Yeah, I think the earliest I ever got up to watch bets is like for the World Cup.
Oh yeah,
and it's because I'm naturally an early bird anyway. So it was just fun to me to get up and start.
Dude, for me,
boys, let's stream the KBO game on Vix's channel tonight. Bro, I don't even know how the fuck would we even get access. I don't even know how to get to the game.
Dude,
I don't even know how we get to the game.
We'll go down the Reddit rabbit hole.
Dude, yeah, I'm going to get so many fucking viruses on my computer pulling that game up.
Just watch the Austin Dean free square hit.
I'm new as fuck to betting. Hey, that's fine. That's what we're here for. If you have any questions, you can DM any of us on Twitter. I just gave you our Twitters. And yeah, we'll be doing these streams as well. And we're here to help anyone. Doesn't matter how new you are. We're here to guide you. Yeah. VPN. Yeah, bro.
Yeah, Kyler
my computer's going to blow up in real time if I stream that shit.
Kyler,
Bro,
follow
really are
all,
gonna hack the computer.
yeah, follow all of us because all of us like post like information and education like on our Twitter. But I at least try to post one very long educational thread for people who are newer into betting, who are trying to implement different things in their strategy, things that have worked for me have not worked for me in the past. So follow all of us, but once you follow me specifically, I will post a lot of educational threads of stuff that you want to learn. And I actually created a new thread I think a couple of days ago about what I would do if I was a plus EV better. So just go ahead, DM me, and then I can DM you that thread, and that'll be a very good starting point for you. With trying to be a plus EV better.
Damn, I guess I messed up the link in the description.
I don't have a YouTube, Kyler. I just do streams with Vic on his channel and also the DGF channel. I do streams on, but I do not have a channel myself yet. But that's something that I'm actually looking to do in the near future. Actually.
So guys, apparently I screwed up the link in the description. Of course I did. And so you can't click on it, but you can go to the link in my Twitter bio at VixPixSports. The link in my Twitter bio will take you to the same place that the link in the description was supposed to take you to. It'll get you that discount off your first month for DGF. I fucked up. It's our first stream on here, so bear with me.
Oh, dude! Just last week, Vic and I were ripping plays on NHA for happy hour, and he thought it was he thought it was a 4 pick for the first 30 minutes of us doing plays instead of a 5 pick for the Super Boost.
You just downloaded Twitter yesterday? Yeah, well, follow us. Jesus, Kyler, you're new to sports betting? You just started Twitter yesterday.
Oh, I just got a phone this week too.
Bro, yeah.
I just got a phone.
Bro, is this AI? I'm just giving you shit, bro.
No, we're all deep fakes.
But yeah, go ahead and click the link on my bio at VixPixSports if you want that discount on your first month. I fucked it up. I apologize.
All right.
Close it up. I'm ready to go ahead and shut it down if you guys are.
Nope.
Good luck on your bets tonight, everyone. Let's make some money.
All right. See ya,
boys. Peace.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. See ya.